Greetings friends, welcome again to my game room. Hey, this week I'd like to tell you a little bit about a game here that's called Tobit. Tobit hails from a country called Khakassia, the Republic of Khakassia, which is in the south part of Russia, right pretty much smack dab in the middle of the Asian continent. Tobit has been played there for generations. Nobody really knows the origins of the game. It resembles other games in the Middle East and so on. And you know, being on that spice road, there's a lot of sharing of information there and games as well. But the layout of the board is kind of unique. And when a piece gets promoted to a Tobit, then it gains all kinds of special powers on the board, and that's very interesting. Like a lot of traditional games, players of Tobit would be able to draw out the board on the ground on any flat convenient surface. There's cloth versions, you know, embroidered or printed on. They use stones and seeds, even knuckle bones for the pieces to play the game. But of course there are some commercial versions available, including this one, of course. But anyway, let's learn how to play Tobit, and then I'll come back in a few minutes and close this episode.
Each player has 12 pegs, called Hullar in the local dialect, traditionally in black and white. These are set up as shown here. The first player is randomly determined and chooses which color they'd like to play. The players take turns, moving one piece per turn. The Hullar are moved one space orthogonally only, no diagonals, but only forward or to the side. The Hullar capture opposing pegs by a short jump, the same as in checkers or drafts, but orthogonally, not diagonally, and in any direction, forward, backward, or sideways. So note that they cannot move backwards, but they can capture backwards. If a peg can be captured, it must be captured. If there is more than one capture possible during a turn, the active player can choose which to make. Likewise, after a jump is made, if more jumps are possible, they must also be made. Jumped pegs are not removed from the board until all possible jumps have been completed on the turn. If a peg reaches the far side of the board, they are promoted to a Tobit. Tobits can move in a straight line orthogonally as far as a player desires, or until an obstruction is reached, just like a chess rook. Tobits can capture orthogonally also and by a long jump. A long jump means that empty spaces can be jumped either before or after the target peg. Once a Tobit completes a jump, or a series of jumps, or a straight move, unless it lands again on the opposing home row, it reverts to being a Hullar once more. A player wins the game if all opposing pegs have been captured, or if the remaining opposing pegs are blocked and cannot move. Alternately, a player may resign, which is considered a draw. If a position is repeated 3 times, this can also be declared a draw.
So that's how you play Tobit, a fun little game, and you can see that those Tobits, once they are promoted, they have a tremendous amount of power. They can cover a lot of territory on the board as they go, so it's pretty exciting down near the end game. I definitely encourage you to look it up. Of course, it's part of the Peg Pastime series available from Red Hen Toys. The links are here in the show notes. Be sure to subscribe to the channel here so that we can keep you informed in the future of episodes, new games, old games. If you have any particular questions about a game, any suggestions, any new information about games that I might have missed, I definitely appreciate hearing from you. Click the little bell so that you know you'll get notified whenever a new episode comes out. And again, thanks for your support. So like I always say, be sure to play every day.